What I am going to bring to you today is the 50 stars, the stripes, 6 and 7 soul, 9 and 1 spirit, 6 and 7 13. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 brings you the AC/DC power. Pretty simple. Just use the numbers. The word soul, S-O-U-L. The S-O looks like 50. The U-L actually is URL. Why is it URL? Because you are the you. So URL, you are her. We take the heartbeat of the planet Earth. God gives life to everything. Some with reflected, and how can I say it? Anyways, we won't jump into that. But we are the yous. We U-turned, we went into Earth and out of Earth, we went around the moon. The cow jumped over the moon. Thinking now, what is it to do with the linkage with the internet sources or electricity and water and bridges to bridge things together to cool off the conductivity? For the speed must be cooled. If you go too fast, you will burn up or melt. Distortion, irregularity. Let's change it. 10 years ago, I had a vision. Today, I see the reality. 10 years ago, I was grandiose, they said. The doctors were all talking. They read a book. Then they got a license to be a doctor. They were only 30, 32 years old, 25 years younger than me, haven't experienced a hell of a lot in life because they've been in the doctor's office, so all they know is what somebody wrote from a chosen student who got a document that said the #1 university in the world declares that you can... Declares what? At what point do you actually know as a doctor the reality, the truth of this planet Earth and how it works? You know the in-between. How to sew things together, the seamstress. How to ride a horse. You know your element. You are a specialist. You are one of the doctors. You are one piece filling in a gap of soul. I have the telephone. Hold on. Yeah, I'll be busy for the next 10 minutes. Can I call you back? What's that? Okay, ciao. Yeah, friend of mine. So, at what point? So, let me continue on to reading what I just wrote. Today, I am high on life. They said, the doctors said, you shall be sick for life. Yet they did not understand or know to exalt, to express oneself, the word of Jehovah, Hashem, Elohim. Not one mast. Not one mast on the boat. Not the bow and the stern, to bow down and to be stern. Not one administrator. Thank you very much from Nibiru Countdown. This is what Will just put up. He put up, we're not just one, just in case one fails, but we are many administrators. Not just Jehovah. More than one judgment shall be made on more than one level. Thus be it in each his own, the specialists in their own domain. Reality is reality within and without the hyperactive thinking. I'll just be on the sofa. S-O-F-A, half A-F, 16th letter, sofa being on the half-life. Taking in from the other side. If I'm standing in this position, then I'm not standing in this position because I'm sitting in this position. Either I'm up or I'm down. So if you are something, you're not the other. You can never be the opposite of what you are other than being the opposite. That is what it is. To exalt oneself. Now I would like to do the 50 stars with you. Sure, I'm high in life. I'm never going to be the same as I was. How can I? I've got 600 million different situations with 6 different numerological counts, different math formulas, low shoe and numbers. And they say they give you 80 years, 25 years to life. Why 25 years to life? Because this is number 25. This is number 8. Venus rides high. 8 to heaven never gets to the ground. Venus, Venus. Or it's Venus to your penis. So what do your legs do? They rise you from the ground. Our body is only made up of half. The sex organs and everything else is completely a whole different story. Oh my God, I'm going to have sex. Oh no, I don't know if I can have sex. I won't be able to think for a while. And while I'm having it, I may as well enjoy it and forget everything else. Oh my God, I don't want to forget anything else. I don't want to forget everything else. So how do I implicate the two? How do I bring myself from the spirit world where I need all the information and the only sex I need is the penetration into my mind, and that's all it needs. And then your tongue gets wet and you're talking and you get wet and you get excited and you cry because you have had sex with the spirit. The soul has had sex within his own spirit. We are going to go on to the 50 stars, and we did do 6 and 7, right? 6 and 7, 6 and 1. Turn around this paper. If I turn around this paper, this will go here. This will go here. So it'll be from a 6-7 to a 3-4 DC power. If I turn this one around from this and this, okay, I'll put this over here and I'll put this to a DC power. So let's turn this one. Let's turn it. Let's just turn it. Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to move the desk. You see it now? Okay, you see it's over here. It's down to the left. Now, look, I'm only turning it halfway. I only turned it halfway. Halfway, it becomes 3 and 4 from 7 and 6. This is 3 position. This is 4 position. Okay? When I turn it around, it goes here. 7 and 3, 6 and 4, 10, 10. The diameter of the moon, 3, 4, 7, 6. The roulette board over here, 3, 17, 3, 4, 7, 6. In between 7 and 6 is 3 and 4. We're only missing 5. 5 is the only link. Why do we miss 5? Because it's in 5. The link is the 5 inside 1776, 51, 40. The blue world of Mars. 3, 4, and 6 inside the gateway. Who is this? This is over here. This is over here. There's 7, there's 6. There's 6, there's 7. Okay? There's 3, there's 4. This is in the way. 2 and 5 are right here. Venus inside of Jupiter. But what you can say is, you see this thing over here? Okay, now the question is it like this? Is it coming from here to here? Or is it going this way? Is it vertical or is it horizontal? Which way are your numbers? Because there's different levels. Okay? This is your soul. And your soul comes through DC, the moon. Turn this halfway around. Or if we want, just let's do this over here. So either you'll have this, or you'll have this over here. This to here is 135 degrees from the center of 2. Ace position. This is 90 degrees. This is birth position. This is 3 hours, 180 minutes halfway, and on a big clock it's 6 hours. So it counts for itself. 6, 12, 18, 24. So in this position, on the big 24-hour clock, this 90 degrees counts for 6, it counts for itself. But in the 12-hour clock, okay, this counts for 3 o'clock and only part of creation. So we'd have to come over here for the whole part of creation, falling exactly where the Mayans have their arrowhead. I don't make these things. I just read what they did. You can do it. We can do it. We all do it. So we understand 1 and 6 brings the light. Af. I'll af. I'll have half. Falafel. We play until we find something that it's like I'm a blind man and I have a piece of something in my hand and I know the board is right here and I gotta put it, so but instead of being blind with a dice cube, I'm blind into, okay, I see the letter A and L together, Aleph, and I can't figure it out. What is it? Aleph left. It's an L letter. It looks like a horse in the chest. It participates in the game. Understand that if you take a chessboard and you put one here, and you put one here, you put one here, and you put one here, these will work as you will just have the corner castles, 4 castles. And then you'll have 4 horses, but in 8 positions. And then you'll have another row 3 up, 4 over, because if you go 3 up, you know, your first row, your second row, your third row, but if you don't go out 3 rows, 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, you got to go around them, and then 3 sets of rows, and 4 sets of rows, and 5 sets of rows, and each row, it moves over, and it makes the castle. So we bring in the castle, and I think the knight. The castle, the knight, and the what's it called with the cut in his head. Those 3 parts, okay, come into the game right away. They become 3, 6, 9, 12, and then what is behind them comes into the game as you get wider, 1, 2, 3 over, bringing in 3 pieces, 2 levels, you bring in the pawns, you bring in 6 pieces, 3, 6, 9, 12 pawns, over to 4 castles, over to 4, knights, and then over to 4 of the other one. But you bring in 12. Is that what it is? We go over 3, and then we get 2 rows. Is it 12? I guess it's 12. Even if I'm wrong, you understand. So we bring 12 of this, and you bring in 4, 8, and the last one is there's not 3 levels of checker pieces. There's only 2, but you're going over 3 because it's A, B, C. A lives in between B and B. A can't go anywhere. A is just a hole in the middle of something, or it's just a hole. It's space. It's in the center of 4 and 4. It ain't nothing but area space. So wherever anything stands.com, where everything might be, pay, bet, where everything might be, pay and bet. Bet, pay. Where's the other one? The final tzadi. The final sad day. The tzadi, okay, sad connection, sad day, same day. Mech. Final none. I don't know what they all mean, but I'll tell you one thing. If I play long enough, I'll get them to mean something. And you know what would be even greater? All I have to go out and do is look at what all the specialists say. I'm using their numbers anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's pretty simple. I'm using their dice. Well, I must have to rely on them for something else. The balance of the difference. From what I read to what I understand, from what they say different from what I say, the sharing and the difference of all the sharing, the balanced reality and the extended reality of all the opposites. If I'm not standing, I'm sitting. I got from a standing to a sitting position. If I am sitting on a seat and my seat disappears, I'll put my feet on the ground and I'll hold myself up, and then I'll have my ass halfway up to the sky. So I would have to push my ass into the sky. In order for my feet to go down, my ass has to go up. Right? So I'm lifting my ass, which is the backbone, and it's balancing my head. Whoa. Whoa. I got to learn all these dances, because the more art you know, Raphael, 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. And not only that, Mary Jane, do you know anything about Mary Jane? What do we know about Mary Jane? 10 and 13, number 23. Add 6, 29. Mary Jane gets those numbers. 29 plus 5 is the passageway. Mary Jane, MJ, just do it in basic. MJ, 10 and 13, 23. Don't forget, M is 2 sides, creates R and R. M is a transfer. M is a transfer letter. M is a transfer letter. Okay, it's okay. Now I forgot what else I was thinking. So yes, MJ, I know you like to look when I write. Okay, so MJ is 10 and 13, okay, equals to 23. This is BC. The only way to create this is from Abba Father. Okay? Or how about the only way to make it operate is by you? Black Sheep operates the BC world because without MJ there's no passage. 10 is becoming 5 and 5. Why is 10 5 and 5? Because when you play poker, you have $5 chips. There is no $10 chip. There's a $25 chip. You get the $25 chip, and you put the $25 chip over here. And then you put a 5 here, and a 5 here, and a 5 here, and a 5 here. And there's your 25. You put a $1 here, and a $1 here, and up and down. I'm not really sure what I should do. You can put one up over here, but you can't put one over there. Do you know why? Because that's you. Your one will win this one, and this one will collect to here. You will win 3, and you have 1 equals to 4. Okay? 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 1, 5, 5, 1, 5. And inside is the 25. 25 and 1. 25, 25 and 1. 512, 512. Here is your memory. What are we missing? We're missing the DC energy for the Black Sheep because of MJ. MJ. Jay says, I have artificial intelligence. A and I have the passage. J, how many times? 5 times 2. Is the center passes 5 and 2? And we get now 8 and 5. Do you remember that clock I was showing you? This is on your phone. See this over here? The 8's up here. But on the phone, the 8's down here. And there's a reality to this. This should be the star key. See the stars in 0? This would be the operator. See the operator who's receiving the call. This is the equal sign. This is number 12. This is Father who makes everything equal from what goes in comes out. In between equals, it goes to these two. If you want to do them this way, we'll have our A this way, and 3 creation will be living in our A. If we want to do right-sided, which way do we want to create the A? Okay, so we have Black Sheep, and 0, 10, M equals to the light. M equals to the light. Here is the light. Here's the light. Here's the light. This is your M, right? Isn't that the M? Isn't that what we just did? Isn't that the M over here, right? I have the M here because this is my V. This is my V. This is my 1. This is my 1. Roman numeral V1, 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 V1. They made a mistake. They put in the wrong spot, right? No. This is an extended light. It continues. This is the beginning where the bulb comes out. This is the extended. And this is what we have on the side. This is what we have on the side. You know what's funny? I've been doing this on a small screen, and I keep thinking you can't see. So we have this on a small sky, and we're sending out, are we sending out a green light? But we're receiving a yellow light. Why? What is happening? What's happening? So we get the R and R. And R and R is your creation 18. So actually what you're actually getting is your R and your R, and here is your light. In French, they would say roi, valet. Jack, king. If you're playing blackjack, the value is 20. The letter value, K and J, both in the A family, is a total of 21. So right away from all of this, of MJ, inside the M, I get blackjack 20 and 21. 20 for the world, and because 21 is in it. You're not the earth, but you are of the earth, and you are the one spirit, only a passage of the body that walks of the bones in the earth. Jack King, Valeroy. Both the same thing. When I take this over here, Jack King, okay, we get 21. Jack equals to 25. King is only an add-on, ing. Life in the passing of the gates. I am well divided as K, because I am just part of the star. Here is my star. Here is my star. This is my star. This is my beltway. This is my Maldek. Mal is a lamb. Is a ewe. Black Sheep becomes the father in you of the information highway that you take. Maldek. La equals 12 and 1, which equals to the queen, because Lala in La La Land, this is French. French, English, English, French, French, English. This is where I am. They gave to every individual, I believe they gave to every individual their own path. and you created your own path, and you're going to walk into whatever the server has served you, whatever you have asked for. I'm on my own network, my own internet. I see what I choose to see. You send out what you send out, and if I'm in that place, I collect. I am in the collector lanes. So you see, I see, you see. How is that possible? Well, if it's possible for the network, God holly geez, if there's more than one administrator up there with a major God who doesn't take part because he leaves it all up to his children, okay, then, well, how can God not follow 7 billion people? How hard is it to follow 7 billion people? There's trillions and trillions of galaxies and stars or frozen on ice. Gases that freeze. Okay, trillions. And they're keeping up with them all. How is it not hard for us to get individualized when we've already individualized ourselves? We've exalted our ways. We become expressive and the Word of God is in us. Because you can never say there's no God. You're the God. You made all the choices. You made the choice to have no God. Is there something wrong? Or do I have a new thought? I didn't even see this. I just noticed this now. Somehow I forgot to shave in the shower. Oh, there you go. There's one side of me. Right? And, well, let me turn my chair around. Well, then I won't be able to see. Hold on a second. There's one. There's two. From the top side, one side, one side. And you know what's funny? I had somebody over and they didn't notice and I forgot. So let's get back to this over here. So now MJ is the bringer of the light. Where and how did we get into R? Well, the only way for R to design itself is inside of J and K. J and K are the only two where the A is after the J, where the existence of A was before. J is 1, 0, K is 1, 1. 1, 0, 1, 1. A plus J plus K all come from the same place. The difference is the H and the R, the hair. How would we do the air inside the heavens of R? 666 plus 1 minus 1. The gateway is 17. Q, R, S, T, East life. Yeast life. The divided life. The soul, S-O-U-L, says half-life, half-light. The light has been split. Jack King, 11 and 9, 9-11, 9-11 to start off. 2034 says 1. The kin, let all your kin folks know, the kin, okay, is 34, which represents 1 and DC. The G is what connects to DC. 34 and 7. 7 and 14 is 21, and 11 is 32 is the doorway. 41, K-I-N-G, the doorway, USA. A penny in my pocket, a nickel in my pocket, a dime in my pocket, a quarter in my pocket equals to 41. Because it is the passageway 25, which is 5 times 5. 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 is 625 times 41 is 25,625 of the Mayan light. What light year away? The Mayan light year away. All fives in all worlds. V and R equal to 1828, equaling to the moon. J and K is 21, equaling to the cube and the moon. 21, 31, 41, 42, 43, 53, 61. 61 again is the light. MJ brings you to the light. It tells you Jack and King creates the queen, DC. I've created DC in all these. 3 and 4 is 7. 3 times 4 is 12 equals to 19. It brings you the spirit within the light, MJ. It brings you Father inside the U, where the quarter plays inside your memory. How does your 512MB plays? Why? What do we do with MB? 21, which is L again. La la la. L, AB, Abba. 5-2, Earth Heart. The heart, the reader. 5-1, Mars. What's in between 2, 3, 4? No, 2 is not in between. Only 3, 4 because 2 is on the outside. 2 says there's two worlds of 51, 102, which is 162, and that's the body of the world we are in that accepts the light. The dog bones. So I'm going to keep it. I think I can stop it here, or just show you what I did here. If you take a look over here, there's a number 5. If you take a look on this side, it's a number 2, 1 and 2, and 5 and 1. That's how we created our R, our V, and our M memory inside the opening of the light. There's a ton of stuff I probably did not see in here. This will become number 56, and that becomes the flow of the light, because 5665 is the totality of 7, the word 7 gateway, and 3 creation. Part of Nibiru, bringing in the red light. Stop. Stop says you're stopping from go, so you're going, but it says stop. So we can continue this to 56. 5 times, now we're going to 56, right? Let's make a little switch. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3, equals to 6, equals to 5, equals to 30 when you multiply it, plus 11 equals to your 41. Your 41. Everything that is extended from MJ back to 41 times king. 41. Jack, jack, 2 jacks, right? 10, 10, 10, 10. You can't go king. King would be 11 times 2. Equals 22 bust. Jack times 2 equals to 20. In the game, out of the game. King busts you out. Now the understanding is, where's 24? Ace after king? No. L. L. Lady. La-di-da, the division of AD. AD, DA, 5, 5, A and D will actually look like that. D and A will actually look like that. Did you hear what I said? A and D and A. It's and DNA. Add DNA. Lady. Raphael. 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Should I take the phone? No, I have to finish this. So the last thing is, this 0 becomes 6, This 41 will automatically be 47. 47, 4 times 7 is 28 the moon. 4 plus 7 is 11, equaling to 39. C and I. Okay? C and I, the on the right side equals to 12. This is where your ABBA comes in on this side. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? 28, 29 equals to 39. R and U equals to 39. And S and T. In the roulette board, it'll be here and here. S, T. Or over here. Q, T. Or over here, R, U. This is 39. This is 39. ST is 39. RU is 39. I'm trying to think of U. V. 22. Okay. And V and Q is 39. Okay. This, and this are all black. T20. T20. S19, 39. T20, Q17, V22, 39. And the other one is O, X. This one and this one, 15, and this one. This is how all these 39s come together. Do you see what it builds? Do you see the chair that it builds? You see that actually this is supposed to, let me just do this with this. We'll see how it builds. Okay, this is what it builds. Now I'm not sure what that is. Can I do it anymore? 23 and 26. The only other one would be, this one over here would be number 23. And now I would need number 26. 22 and 17. No, this would be 20, 23. And I need 16. So the 16 would be over here. P and this one would be W. So we have to build all the 39s here. Why? Because it's 3, 6, 9, and 39 is the highest creation number, because 6 is black inside of 39. Okay? This one over here is the 7th inning stretch. These two are black, and these two are black. These two are red, and these two are red, and these two are black. And this one is black, and this one is black. And this one is red, and this one is black. Okay, I can't go any lower and I can't go any higher because we break. Z is over here, 26. And then we need number 26 and 13. I'll do that also here. Here's M. I didn't do J, okay? J is outside, 0, 1. It starts from outside. 0 is a halfway. This is Z. 26, 39. You see, this is on the left side, 39. This is on the left side, 39. This one, 22 and 17, brings it into the center house. 23 and 16 brings it into the left house. The X and the O brings it into the creation house. Okay, so we went over that. We went over MJ, what it actually does. I never thought we'd get 30 minutes. I'll speak about the stars in the next video. 56 means communication. 41 takes you around the board in Monopoly. 41, the only way to make 41 is a $25 chip and a $5 chip and a $5 chip and a $5 chip and a $1 chip. It takes 5 chips, 5 positions. The machine doesn't care what puzzle piece, what picture is on it. As long as it fits in the piece, it takes 5 pieces to make 41 inside. That means it takes 2 if there's 2 players. 2 players because there's nothing else but these chips. Okay? And if you needed to make 44, you would take a 25 and a 5 and a 5 and 25 and a 5 and a 5 and a 5 and a 5. That is 45 plus 1, 46, 47, 48, 49. It takes 9 chips to make 7 times 7, 49. The 7th gate of the 9th bird takes 9 chips to make 49. 4 times 9, 4 plus 9 is creation 36, and 13 the AC energy inside of MJ Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. I like this one. Thank you.